Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel being Manika Suki. Today we are getting started with an exciting series of videos. Yes, you heard me right. We are getting started with a beginner's course for watercolor painting. Many of you have been asking me on Instagram to do this one. So I will be dropping videos every week for this course. You don't know where to start, but you have an immense love for art and you have so much interest, and some of you have already been painting, already been sketching, are already into art but do not know how to improvise yourself. So if you are one of those person who have so much interest in art and who do art for happiness and pleasure, so these videos are going to be perfect for you. So in today's video, I am going to explain and introduce you to all the basic materials that is needed for this particular course. So let's get started. So the first and foremost art supply that you need to start with watercolor painting is this A3 size or A4 size cutting mat. Yes, you need a cutting mat, not to use it as a cutting mat, but to use it as a drawing board, and you can also cut the edges using the blade since you already have a cutting mat beneath. Second most important art supply that we going to need, this water painting colors. I'm going to say present these along with the prices so that you can make your choice as per your budget and your convenience. So firstly, to start with, I'm showing here is Dom's poster colors. So this was my first set of watercolor paints. The paints get thin with water and you can also rework it often using water, and you can reactivate the paints. So these are the paints. Poster colors are decently good for beginners. So I am showing you the colors. This particular set was bought by my mother in 2020. So this was priced at 170 in 2020. I think now it is priced at 200 rupees for the set. Here we have 12 colors, but the latest set that has 14 colors, and 200 rupees is very much worthy for this particular set. And I have been using the same set from past 4 years, and the colors are still amazing. As you can see, they have not dried up, and even though if they dry up, you can also add few drops of water and keep them activated. So according to me, Dom's colors are a really good set to start with. One more set that I want to show is Jugs artist watercolors. These come in set of 25 colors, and actually Just Craft company had sent me these colors to see how they work and how good they are for watercolor painting, and ever since then I have been in love with this set. These colors are really good. I've been using them for almost like 3 to 4 months now, so the pigmentation of the color is also good. I really hope there would be more color options in the set as well, like not just 25 but also more than 25 colors, and certain colors are not available in this brand. The quality is really good. You can go with it. If you can afford the 25 color set, you can surely buy this set. And since the bottles are really big, once you purchase, you can use it for almost 2 to 3 years. So I think this would be really good if you purchase in big bottles. I have shifted the colors that I need the most to the palette, and you can keep the palette this way itself. Since these are watercolors, they don't develop mold or fungus on these paints, and it would be really good if the paints are exposed to the water and exposed to the air and reactivated with the water often. So I prefer using it from an open palette. So I have added the same paints to this. So I'll be using this palette. If I use this palette in my artwork, just know that it is from Jugs paints. So let's move on to the third set of paints that I'm, or the viral set of paint that I've been using. This is set of 90 colors, half pans, and I've been using for almost like 2 to 3 months, and I'm so in love with this set. The best thing about this is it has wide variety of colors. It can be quite expensive, but if you can afford it, you can definitely go forward to buy this. This one costed me around 1600 rupees for 90 colors. I have tagged the link for this product on my Instagram as well and on YouTube description, so please feel free to check out. I will also tag the link for Dom's and Jug's artist watercolors as well. Sketchbooks. I particularly stress you to use sketchbooks because when you are using a sketchbook, you can keep track of the progress that you are going along with the time. So when you're using sketchbook, you can compare your page 1 to the page 100 and you can see yourself progressing in art. Also buy any sketchbook that is affordable for you or that is pocket friendly for you. So because don't invest too much like thousands of rupees for the sketchbook itself, but invest good amount in buying the art supplies like the paints and the brushes, which I'll be showing in a very few seconds. So keep the sketchbooks as much pocket friendly as possible since you're beginning and you're a beginner, so you might need a lot of paper to just go through practice sessions. Sketchbook that I bought was from DIY, so I do not have any link to share for the sketchbooks. Once you start painting like really good landscapes and good paintings, this sketchbook is from Atelier Neora. It has vegan leather and I bought the sketchbook like 6 months ago and the pages are really good and I've been so in love with these the organizer and the dot grid journal. So particularly if you use a dot grid book as a sketchbook, it would be really helpful to maintain the symmetry. I'm so in love with this sketchbook. Equally most important thing along with the watercolors is good brushes. Here I'm showing my little stash of brushes here and I also have a huge stash of brushes here as well. So I'm going to show you the most essential and basic brushes that you need for watercolor painting as a beginner. Is a round brush. The round brushes comes with a brush number. Brush number is basically the thickness of the bristles. It is better if you could visit a stationery shop in person and purchase the brushes yourself, because you can look at the bristles and you can see which one would be the best one for your learning. So I would suggest you to go with number 6 brush, round brushes. These are called round brushes because they have curved tips, so you can have one round brush. A smaller brushes, these are called detailing brushes since they have smaller bristles, like the smaller tip, so you can use this to give detailing effect, like drawing small leaves or making smallest of the small paintings. So you can use these miniature like detailing brushes. So these are basically, this one is a 00 brush and this one is a 0 brush. And we have third category of paint brushes. These are called flat brushes. So this will also play a very important role in learning watercolor painting. You need a cotton cloth because to wipe when you're done with painting, you can wipe the brushes to the cloth. I personally suggest you not to go with a nylon or any other silk material or a satin cloth, but pure cotton cloth. You can use this, you can use your t-shirts, old cotton t-shirts, or any old cloth or kerchiefs or anything. I'm using my old t-shirt here as a wiping cloth. You can wipe your brushes, or you have to, if a water spill on the board, you can wipe that as well. This comes very handy. So you must have a cloth beside you. This is called a palette. This would be really comfortable, so I have this one. I also have a bigger one, but I won't be using that here as a beginner. And this one, as I showed earlier, you can also use these bits as palette. You can also ask for normal artist palette in any stationery shop. You will get these. If not, if you don't get this kind of palette, completely fine, you don't have to worry about it. You can use a nice big plastic plate for this. As the most important product that most of the artists won't share or won't even know that we have to use this particular thing is a spray bottle filled with a solution. Starting as a watercolor artist, or if you're starting as an acrylic artist, or be it any kind of paints or medium that you're working with, this is the solution of hydrogen peroxide and water. It is not just the water, so most of the artists use like just the normal drinking water and use this spray for that, but I suggest you to mix like 3/4 of the peroxide with 1/4 of the water here in the bottle, because hydrogen peroxide is used as antifungal, or it just prevents growth of mold on the paints. These are called masking tapes and washi tape. This one is washi tape and this one is masking tape. When you're painting on a sheet or a sketchbook, as you can see, I have a clean border for this painting. So to have this kind of clean border for your paintings, you have to use a washi tape or a masking tape. I mostly use washi tape because masking tape might peel off the thin layer of the paper while pulling out. So if you're not that expertise, like you can use this kind of masking tape for the canvas paper or canvas boards, but if you're not comfortable pulling it out, do not use the masking tape on the paper. Instead, you can use the washi tapes. These are very comfortable to use and it is very easy to pull. It will not remove the thin layer of the paper that is around the edges. And you need a glass of water. Don't feel bad, don't gag about this water, because I just finished painting a new painting, so the water is dirty. You can wash this cup and you can fill a new fresh water. Always have a glass of water to wash your brushes and everything. This is the water glass that you need. You don't always have to use a glass bottle, you can also use a plastic cup. And another essential supply is you have to have a gel pen, a black gel pen that do not smudge in water, so you can use that, or you can also use a fine liners. I would suggest you to start with a pen pencil or a mechanical pencil, what we call this one, instead of normal pencil, because micro tip is very important to use while you're painting. Like before painting, you will start with sketching. So when you're sketching, we might need to also erase the lines. When you are drawing too thick lines using pencils, the graphite particles tend to remain on the paper, so we cannot erase them properly. So it is good if you could use a mechanical pencil or pen pencil, what you call, for this one instead of pencil, and eraser, that is very common stationery supply that we need for making art. And this is all we need to get started as a beginner for watercolor painting. So